Let me see if it's coming through on my phone just to make sure. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Alright, so the reverb's because I had two apps open at once. So, alright. So I wanted to make sure everything was good. Okay, we are live. Okay, so the point of this video is me analyzing Dawn versus Wave Race, his expert championship run. So that's what I'm going to be doing. For those who don't know, I'm Chameleon, currently speedrunning Wave Race on Nintendo 64. And I've been following Dawn versus for a while, watched his streams. I'm just going to see his progression and I'm going to give him tips how to get better. He currently streams on Nintendo Switch, and this is a run where we had a lot of green splits, and I'm just gonna point out some pointers for him to do better. I don't have my webcam on, I don't need it. I'm just gonna be analyzing this run, and yeah, that's pretty much it, so let's get started. So, okay, that's kind of loud. Let me, okay, so we did get maximum power, so that's what you want to do. You timed it perfectly. I'm going to look over this full run first, and then I'm going to go back and analyze. So this is just me taking everything in, so once it's all done, I'll come back and analyze. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna do it lap by lap. So let's go all the way to the beginning. Why is it like that? So we did end up getting Matt's. Wait. Okay, I went back a little bit too far because I know we got Matt's power the first time. Okay, so we get Matt's power. Right now we should be tapping B, tapping B. His turn's good. So all these extra movements he's making is end up slowing him down. So let me see, see if I'm able to skip back instead of. See. Okay, so right here, he's in this overhead view. So I told him to go in this overhead view for a reason, because right now what he should be focused on is the front of the jet ski right here. The front right here, that's all that matters. So where Mariner's leaning is not as important as where the tip of that jet ski is pointing, because the rider leans, but the tip of the jet ski is ultimately where he goes because Mariner's attached. So right now, all he needs to do is just not even move left or right. Just maintain a straight line, and you'll be good. See, he's moving left. Just stay straight, and you'll hit this line right here. You'll go straight through and underneath the red buoy. See, he gets really close to this mine right here, so he has to adjust and go left. what happens though is that like if you don't maintain a straight line, you had to make all these extra adjustments. And Mariner's not good for making adjustments as he doesn't turn left or right very well. So at the end, when he almost hit the mine, he's now making all these adjustments to like correct that issue. Where if he just stayed straight, if he figures out that line to stay straight, he doesn't have to hit any of those extra adjustments he's doing right now. See, he has to like line up and see if. Oh, let's go back. So again, if he just stays straight, he can hit right close to that right buoy. It just comes with experience and time. But see, all these micro adjustments are adding up, and he has to go so wide left of this buoy. And then he has to correct again just to correct the mistake he had of getting close to that mine and messed up the whole cycle. So let me just put it at full speed and watch this second lap. See, he's making a lot of left to right adjustments. He just needs to stay straight. See, that was not bad. See, that just stay straight. No, he's making adjustments. Not bad. Don't turn left right now. Okay. He's going. I mean, I get it. He's learning a new technique, the B-tapping technique I told him. So for those who don't know, in Wave Race 64, all the main waves are on cycles. All the big waves are on cycles. All the smaller waves are randomly generated. So if I tap in B, because there's like this bob that you hit when you race in the game, where Mariner or any character goes up and down, and it's a set interval. But if you tap B, you break up that interval, and you get closer to the water. Because if you just stand straight in a line, he just goes up and then goes down, and goes up and down. It's a bob. But by pressing B, you force them back down to the water level, and it makes you go faster. I think that's the best way to explain it. I mean, I'll make a tutorial video of showing what that looks like. But he keeps making these adjustments. I mean, I get he's doing this overhead camera, but what you want to do in the future is once you get used to this camera angle and like how close you are actually to the buoys, you can ride tighter lines. Because if he just stayed straight, he still would have cleared this right buoy, but he's taking it wide, so he definitely clears it. It's just a matter of perspective. So that's not a bad turn. So see how he creates all that waves by going up and going down. So before those two cycled waves, you should be pushing forward on the stick. So by pushing forward on the stick, it puts all the weight in the front, and it forces the jet ski to like go down over the wave, so that you lose less time, because jumping on a wave or jumping and landing on a wave loses you a lot more time than just pressing forward and pushing through the wave. So once you start to get that down, you lose a good amount of time, and that's good. You want to lose time. So right now, made an adjustment. That's good. You would have hit the mine. Okay, that was not a bad turn. And that's good. You missed the last buoy. So 109.9. It's pretty average. Well, a little bit below average, but since it's new for him, we're good. He lost 1.2 seconds, which is good. He's on pace. So now we go to Sunset Bay. Right about now is when you should be pressing A to hit the max power. And he hit it a couple beats late. So to hit max power, you want to wait till that third the third red light comes across the screen. And to get max power, it's a frame perfect A tap or Z tap. But oh wait, that's not N64. But for Switch, whatever button you use it for gas. It's right here. You see this crest right here? There's a crest right here that goes along and follows up to this yellow buoy right here, this line right here. You want to stay to the left of this crested wave, so you don't have to go up and down. You want to stay to the left of this crest. But this is only something you notice once you play in the game a lot. But see, you see the crest? It's cresting upwards. He's doing a good job of staying to the left of it. But I don't know if he knows that what he's doing, but you want to stay to the left of it and stay flat and stay straight. Okay, so one thing that every player needs to learn on Sunset Bay is how to take this first left-hand turn. So he has a good setup. So what you should be focused on is, again, the front of the jet ski. And once you reach about right here, just turn left, hard left. Just focus on the jet ski because he's already cleared the turn. So you see the turns right here, and if you just come straight down, he just needs to turn left hard right here, which he does, so that's good. So for Sunset Bay 3-lap on Expert, you never want to jump the ramp and go to the left of this buoy. You always want to stay to the right. And right here, you should not be B-tapping because you want to hit the bob, because like you bob up and down, and you want to jump over on the crest of these waves. So he hit the first one, but the second one, he was a little bit short. Okay, so he took this a little bit wide. His front of the jet ski should be right here. He has it going this direction. So if you line it up straight, you can make a slight left adjustment. Because right now he's okay, that was actually not that bad, but sometimes it can end badly where you overturn on the left and then you have to turn really hard right just to make the right buoy, but it wasn't that bad. Okay, 29.1, not bad. Okay. Not bad. Okay, so he was B-tapping in that section. You don't want to B-tap over waves. Let me go back. So about right here at the end of this ramp, you should stop B-tapping. When this ramp line, if you imagine it coming across, just stop B-tapping. And then jump, but then he missed the second one. So if you don't B-tap, he'll definitely get over that second one. Okay, so he goes hard right again. So if he just angles himself to the left more, he can ride really tight to this and stay straight. See, he has to turn really hard to the left, and this jet ski is aiming all the way to this palm tree right here. And then he's going to have to make a very tight turn to the right, because he's about a good distance away from this yellow buoy. He wants to be going straight and be about right here. Right here is where you want to be. So when you crest over this wave like he is, he doesn't need to make another adjustment. You see, he had to make a very hard right adjustment to clear this right buoy right here. And if he just sets up his line, you can just maintain straight, and then okay, that turn wasn't that bad considering he had to adjust. Okay, very good turn there. He's staying to the left of this cresting wave. That's a very good job by Easy Allies, Don. You always want to stay to the left of this cresting wave. You lose time. Yes, he did it. Okay, so what I said on lap 2, we did on lap 3, so he just needs to be more consistent and not tap and B over those crests. Because if you tap B on a crest of a wave, it forces him down and it causes a splash, and you lose a lot of time that way. Okay, he set up his line a lot better this time. Because before he was aiming to like this buoy right here. Now he just needs to make a slight left adjustment to even out. Yep, that was pretty good. I like the idea. Obviously, you don't hit a buoy every once in a while running tight to the buoys. Yep, that's very good. It would have been really perfect if you just didn't hit the first buoy, because obviously once you do that, you lose speed. And when you lose speed, the turning becomes harder. I think you just need to get used to running tight turns like that, but that's what you're trying to do and what you're supposed to do, run tight to the buoys, maintain a tight line. Okay, so right here, he has a good setup, so all he has to do is maintain this line and then go right. Alright, that's fine. And he ended up getting a 1 lap record, which is good. So he ended up losing the second due to over adjustments and setting up the line in the back section of Sunset Bay. But once he cleans that up, he'll probably lose another 2 seconds by making that one adjustment. But right now he's on pace, so that's good. Hopefully the audio comes good through on this video. So about right now he should be tapping the gas button for max power, and he got maximum power, which is good. Okay, a really nice turn. Okay, so this is one of the most difficult courses in the game, Drake Lake. Not just on expert, but on normal. And this island turn right here is the most difficult turn in the game, in my opinion, for like new players to learn, because you have to set up for the turn ahead of time. So what you want to do is to the left of Mariner, you have to ride this line where the cursor is, and you have to ride really close to this little edge right here. You start turning left, you turn right, and then you turn left really sharp. You never want to hit these little tumbleweeds in the water, because you lose too much speed and the turn won't be as fast and it won't be as precise. Hits the tumbleweeds, goes down to 79. It's not ideal, but since this is an expert championship run, I guess it's fine. So this is the edge you want to be careful of, because if you clip this edge, Mariner actually goes into these tumbleweeds, can hit the wall and fall off. A lot of things can happen because of this edge. So I say he clips the edge, but he's fine. He sets up for this turn nice. What he needs to do right now is just hold this line for another half a second. For like a split second, he needs to go hard right, like this. And right now at this point, he should be turning hard left on the stick. Okay, not bad. Slalom section's looking pretty good. Okay, for this section, you don't need to go so wide to the right, because the buoy's all the way over here and you're going off in this direction. Because you see, the buoy's just off screen to the left. If you just stay straight, you can just hit that yellow buoy fine. Cheated it in the way. Okay, another nice turn. Okay, so one thing he just needs to clean up on is staying to the left of the tumbleweeds. So it all just goes back to focusing only on the front. Don't worry about how he leans. But he has better speed than he was last time. Last time he was at 79. Now he's at mid 80s. He clipped it again, but a good thing for him, it didn't cause any damage. Okay, good turn. Okay, that was actually pretty nice. So I don't think you realize what he did, but let me go back. So this is a pretty tight section that you should be B-tapping in. All you have to do is do right, left really fast. But luckily for him, he like had a little bit of delay going to the left, and he actually ended up going underneath. You can do this. It's a little bit risky, but yeah, it worked out. So again, he's going off in this direction. All he needs to do is have Mariner go straight, so we can line up the arrow with like his head, but Mariner's going in this direction. To see the buoy's all the way over here, you only need to be right here to clear it. You can even see the yellow buoy right there, and he's headed all the way off over here. So if he adjusts and stays straighter and then makes the adjustment, it would save so much time. He's had really nice turns right there. Okay, so he did go to the left a little bit more to the tumbleweeds. See how much speed you make if you don't hit the tumbleweeds. He's at 100 kmh, which is okay. Left, right, okay. Right, left. Okay, he's a little bit delayed, but it's fine. See, that's what he should be doing right there. It only lets me go back 10 seconds. Let's see, he maintains a straighter line. So instead of, let's see. Because I think he's going to do the skip, so yeah, he's doing the skip. He's doing like the easy version of that skip. But I think he only went that way because he's doing the buoy skip at the end. But this is how he should be setting up on the other laps as well, not just for the last lap buoy skip or like the easy version of it. This is how he should be setting up. So right here, he should be turning right on the other laps. Let's just assume this isn't lap 3, because on lap 3 he's doing the buoy skip to save time. But on the other laps, he should do that same setup where he runs tight, and about right here, all he needs to do is turn hard right. Okay, he ends up getting a 125, which is not bad. So that segment, he lost 2 seconds. If he does lap 3, lap 1, that'll probably go up to 5. So Marine Fortress. It's a lot of time save on this, if you know what you're doing. Okay, not bad power. Okay, so you see what he does. Okay, let's go back and watch it. Okay, so if he holds the line to the right and pushes backwards, he can actually jump over this barrier. So you have to hold your line, and then when that big wave comes, just lift up and you'll jump over. He does it, but he does it to the left. But if he just stays to the right a little bit more, okay, on those waves that come up, you can push forward on the control stick, and it'll force the jet ski down so he doesn't jump like he is right here, like he wouldn't jump. Okay, there's this insane dive skip. I won't mention it here, but there's like an insane skip you can do that a lot of people do at the higher levels. But I'm not going to expect him to do that, so I won't bring it up. But I'll just mention that it exists. Okay, it's fine. Hey, not a bad turn. Okay, so about right here, you should be thinking of starting to turn left. So you can ride close to this and start going straight. Because most of the speed in Mariner is just straight end speed, not turning. And if he rides a little bit closer to the wave and rides this white line wave right here, and he goes straight, yeah, it's a lot of time saved because every millisecond matters. So once again, he's jumping. So if he just pushes forward on the control stick, when some of the smaller RNG waves come, you wouldn't be having jumps. Okay, not a bad turn. Okay, so this is like another section you have to worry about. So right here, he has a very good line set up. So he just needs to maintain this line and go and aim for this corner right here. So about right here, you should be turning hard right now. Turn hard right. Okay, it's fine. Just as I said before, if you just hold straight on the analog stick, you won't have those little mini jumps. It'll force the jet ski down if you have the analog stick pushed forward, and he will just ride over the wave. He gets a 1 lap PB on the final lap. Lost a full second, so that's good. So Port Blue is one of the second most difficult course, or third most difficult course in the game. Okay, it's Matt's power, that's good. Okay, really nice turn. Okay, so we don't talk about this tunnel, because the tunnel is an anomaly. Everyone in the waivers community knows it. Shibby knows it. A lot of the top runners know it. So to approach this tunnel, you have to aim for this. When we get closer, to aim for right here in this corner and go straight. He's in the middle to the right. You have to be a little bit more to the left, about right here. If you're right here in this little section, you go straight for a little bit because he lined it up too far right. So when he turns right, he's just going to hit this little corner. But if he stays straight, when he takes this right, he clears this corner. And because he was too far right when he went straight into this wall. But if you start on the left side, you don't have to worry about this wall as much. Because now he's too far to the left, and you would want to be in this middle. So if you set up on the left side entering the tunnel, you'll end up being right here when you make the right. So, but he corrected, so that's good. So about right here, he should be turning left, like right here in this frame. Turn hard left right now. Good. Okay, good. Okay, if he pushes forward on the analog stick during those waves, he doesn't get the jumping animation. Okay, not bad. Okay, he goes more to the left and C, turns right. He just needs to go straight for another half a second or another full second, and he would have made that turn. See, another not bad turn. The thing is, though, is that when you bobble as Mariner, it's hard to get that speed back up. Okay. Okay, he needs to... Okay, that's not a bad setup. Hold. Turn right. Hard right now. He needs to turn hard right. Good. half a second, turn hard left right here at this frame, turn hard left. Yep. Right here, turn hard right. Yep. Okay, so you can actually go right and go in this little section right here to the right of the start. It still counts as finishing the course. Just depends on how good of a turn you do, because if you do a good turn, you can go straight through here and save an extra half a second. But it can be risky, because if you hit this, you lose time. But finishes the lap with the 30.8. Made a few mistakes with the setup to the tunnel. And he still saved 2 seconds, so that's good. So there is an insane dive skip. I'll mention that it exists, but I won't ask him to do it. So should be tapping B right now. Then he does the dive, good. Should be tapping B, tapping B, tapping B. Okay, so he takes going over the sandbar, over going around. Now I haven't actually tested the time save, but I always go around. Okay, he took the ramp. Okay, lost some time. But what you want to do is go through the mines. It's a lot faster, but he already knows that, so I won't even mention it. Okay. Okay, so for this turn, it's a very difficult turn and actually can be deceiving. Let me put it on let me put it at 0.5. I'll show you how to do this turn. Okay, so he has a, oh my goodness, why is it? Why does it only go back 10 seconds? I hate that feature. No, I had to start from right here, but it's fine. We're gonna catch up to it live anyway, soon anyway. Okay, so he has a good setup right here. So right here, well, he could be a lot closer to the left buoy, but it's still doable. So about right here, start turning left on this frame right here, start turning left. He starts turning left at this frame, and by that point it's too late and you'll hit the wall like he just did. I'll do a how-to video on how to hit this turn and show you how I do it. So I don't know what movement he does on the switch. I'll have to do an input viewer soon and show you. Okay, he takes this. Okay. Goes to the left. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, taking the ramp actually doesn't lose you too much time. It loses you about 1.5 seconds every time you use it. That's a lot of time to like top players, but it's not that big of a deal for him. He's expert championship and still early in the run. Very nice turn there. Very nice turn. Okay, I think he takes the ramp again because he's afraid of doing that turn. Alright. He only lost 2 seconds. Still in the green, so his run's still alive. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is where he loses it. Okay, he says this is unfair, but let me see. Let me show you the line you have to hit, because most people are focused on these. So let me put it down to 0.25. Okay, so what he wants to do is stay just to the right of these ramps. I mean, to the left. Right now he has a few of the players in his way. So right now he's holding the good line, holding the good line, holding the good line. Now right now, he can see his line. It's right here. So what he needs to do is start moving the analog stick or the switch controller and aim towards this line right here. You want these to be on your left hand side. So he's considering to go straight, but once you hit this ramp, the second ramp, start angling to the right, and you want these to be on the left. Stewart obviously isn't helping, but if he turns right, Stewart won't be an issue. To see, look, he's just staying straight. He's focusing on like how he's leaning and not the front of the jet ski. So if he focuses on the front of the jet ski, he'll realize he's going straight towards this. So if he turns to the right and focuses on where the jet ski's going, you can make sure that these stay on the left. Obviously, hits it, he falls down. Okay. Okay, let me put it down to 0.5. So right here, he has good setup. He just needs to stay more to the left and like be more patient, because he tried to rush this and he rode too close to the ice and he hit the ice and it forced him to go left. So now he has to make this adjustment. Okay, there's an advanced strat you can do where you intentionally take misses. You intentionally go to the left of that right buoy and don't even jump on that ramp. But with that strat, you can't miss one buoy or else you retire, so I won't even mention it. It's probably still safe for him at this point to still take the ramp. So see, he's staying to the left. But see, he needs to wait another second before doing that movement he made. He just needs to wait one more second before turning hard right. It's actually not as much of a time loss as you think, missing that buoy. You only lost about 1 second. Okay, got lucky there. He hesitated. Okay, fine. Okay, he just needs to turn harder right on that. Now there's an advanced strat where you can miss a few buoys on the last lap, but I won't explain it because it's a little bit too advanced right now. Okay, lost 18 seconds. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so one thing he always does is he always goes to the left of this little pirate ship. You always want to go to the middle. There's no reason ever to go to the left of this, because it's not like the ship is raised. You can easily coast over this water. So if he just stays straight and he just holds the line and then just goes right, he saves so much time. Because look at this. Oh, I hate that it only goes back 10 seconds. That's stupid. Okay, so if he goes straight, if you see my cursor, he just goes straight, holds tight, and then goes right. But here he goes all the way around. Let's go all the way around. And he takes a very wide turn too. And he's making all these extra adjustments where if he just goes straight and makes this right here, saves so much time. So on these waves, just push forward on the stick. It forces Mariner to stay flat. You can also jump the first wave to the end of this wave right here, where you land right here. But I won't ask him to do that. I'll just ask him just to hold forward on the stick. You always want to go around the island. Always. It's always better to go around the island than doing a dive. Dive loses 2 seconds every time. You always want to go wide. Okay, he's holding a good line. Okay. Okay, right here, never go left. Never go left. You want to go to the right and intentionally miss this yellow buoy. It's not the time save is not worth it to go left. Okay, not bad. It's fine. Okay, during turns, don't tap B. Okay, just don't go left. It's not worth it. Time save's not worth it. Just miss this buoy on purpose. You actually gain time by losing that power and getting it back in this section. Never miss this red buoy, ever. You never want to miss that because you have Matt's power and Mariner can hit 129. If you go back to 0, then he has no power, and it's not worth ever missing this, even if you think you might be saving time to finish. It's not worth it. Always go to the right of this. You see, he's losing so much speed right now. He's went down to like low 80s. To see it, I'll show you how much. We'll see how much speed he had. He was averaging about 100, and watch, he goes from 100 all the way down to 80, and that's a big deal. So these are just some surface level tips to Don about routing. I might go into more advanced tips if he asks me to. I mean, I don't know how advanced he wants me to give him tips for, because it gets really in depth about cycles and waves and what exactly you want to take. And I'm sure he just does this casually, so he doesn't need to be bombarded with information. But this is just me trying to help him out with his routing, because it can be cleaned up a little bit, and I'm sure he doesn't mind doing a different route. Yeah. So I think once he cleans up Glacier Coast, he would probably be about even on that course. And realistically, if he does this new route, he's probably looking at about a 1430. Wait, how much time do you lose? Yeah, about a 1430. I'd say is a fair estimate. Okay, so let's look back at 109 on Expert, not bad. 119, it's fine. Drake Light 125. Okay. Twilight City, you can get down to a 140 probably. At Glacier Coast, you probably hit a 135 with new tips. Southern Island, you can probably hit a 125 with the new routing. Yeah, so there's a ton of potential. I did see the other run after this one. Wasn't as good as this one. I just wanted to analyze this one because I want him to build on the good stuff that happened. So if he just takes those tips and applies them, be looking pretty good. So this was me analyzing Don's wave race, his Expert Championship run. I could have gone in more detail about every single little thing, but I don't need to nitpick every single little thing. If he asked me to, I would, but I'm not gonna crap all over a run that was pretty damn good. For him switching to a new overhead view, him learning the B-tapping, all in all, potential's real, and I'll see him next Wednesday. Alright, peace.